Hi, it's David here with Futures Trading. Want to make you aware of something. If you're not already a social partner, come and join me if you have the time. If you have the time, I'm trying to get the participation up over here. All right. So I appreciate all the followers on YouTube, TikTok, the likes. I appreciate the views. I know some of you don't, maybe hit the like, but I still thank you for taking the time to watch the video. It really means a lot to me. Hopefully it's benefiting you. I really, really appreciate that. If you do like the content, don't hesitate. All right. So this is what we did this morning. I put this on Twitter at 7:19. Now, if you're not a social partner, this is why I left it on Twitter and not YouTube. But I do want to give you some information before tomorrow. And so this morning I put this out. Just turned away from the overnight range and it's creating one now. Now, if you're not familiar with the ranges or any of the content, I just made one yesterday, and we'll take a look at some of these price patterns. I put this out this weekend. I even showed you one in choppy conditions with the Bitcoin in real time. Uh, I'm going to show you what the trend is, the no touch method, and market structure. I'm going to just touch on all of that in like 5 minutes. So it's not going to be long. But if you don't mind, become a social partner with me. All right. So when I put that alert out, let me make sure I show you that. I put that alert out here, and I told them that the target was up at 755. Okay, the pullback may happen just before, so that's where they're at now. Um, well, not the target, but close. They're getting there. They're getting there, and I'll show it to you. Only if price don't clear the range at 9:30. If price move down first, hopefully the overnight range can reverse it back up. I was anticipating that they probably would go down first. So I wanted to put that in big caps like, hey, look, this could be a potential problem first before they just go run to this target. All right. So now let's take a look at some of this information. All right. Side by side. Let's go. All right. So I hope you're using the range. I really hope you're using the range. Price was here. And you can see it. Here's the turn here. Okay. There's that turn there. All right, we got a push up, we pushed down. Okay, we pushed up, pushed down, then we went up. All right, so and that was about right here. All right, so now you got caught up to where we was at. All right, and all of that information you can see it here. Same information, nothing different. All right, so 9:30, wherever these little bubbles at is just where they kind of tag the range and then of course hit the zone with no violation of the back of it. All right, so here's the overnight range. First they hit the bottom of the blue range here. This morning's range at 9:33, they cleared it. And of course went back up there, tagged the top, then came back down and hit the overnight range. Now this is the overnight range and it reversed it back up. Everything that I try to put in the alert. So that's why I want you to become a social partner. Please come show your participation and join me over there. I really appreciate all the following, the likes. I really appreciate you guys. Could you come and help me on Twitter as well? Uh, Again, I just want to get some free information out here for some people that really need it. Some simple stuff. All right. So here's the no violation support. They did it here. No violation support. This is static level 2 here. This is the second one. I'm not going to go into the specific numbers for you. You can watch the video with the that information as well. I'm not going to go in that portion of it, but I'll show you what it looks like. All of this stuff can be found on the channel. You can just combine it. So I'm gonna go over the trend and the price patterns, but I'm not going to touch on the statics. I'm gonna go over the market structure. But if you want to watch the range and the static levels, and even how to use the chart scale, you can find all of that information right in that video right there. It's 18 minutes, and I'll go over 3 different ways to try to just kind of map out the location for you. That's all. So this is where they're at. All right. So, and I told them here that they need to clear both of these static levels for this to become support. And you can tell how they hit it first. They didn't want to, just go straight through it clearly. And they dropped back down, got up here and just grinded. Okay. They just did a horrible grind right here in this area here. And then they got above it and there's your support and they're running up towards it. All right. So this may get the pull back up here back down into this area. So this may happen over the course of this afternoon, and then possibly going into tomorrow. So this will get you guys a chance to benefit from it here on YouTube or TikTok. All right, so you're not totally left out. And to be quite honest, you shouldn't be, because all of the information is already provided for you on YouTube and TikTok if you've been watching the videos. This is just information I put on Twitter for those that haven't visited the channel yet. So want them to become familiarized with futures trading. All right, so they're here. They're here. So we're going to see what this becomes. All right. So that's something that's going to happen. Now let's take a look at. Let me move this out the way, and we're going to take a look at some of that information that I gave you on this weekend. All right, just really quick here, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. Nothing real long. All right. So 9:30. There's 9:30 here. Okay. There's 9:30 here. Clearly, we got a trend in the backdrop. The trend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 bars, they can go 6 bars down. Cleared the range, of course, came back up. If you look at the signals, there's a couple of no close levels up here. Okay, this is a NC, no close above this level. You had this one too. All right, so these two NCs are here. Now you had one back here, but they managed to get above that before they even turned around. All right, but going into 9:30, remember 9:30 is here. All right, this is what we want to look at. We had one here, and they tried to do right by this level with that overshoot several times. They tried to do right. They did. Even had one up here, but just right in this area here, even this little guy right here, they overshot all of them and came back down. All right, so they had the no close hard stop here. That's the pattern. Okay, dove into it, turned around, went back up, and did a little bit more. Now, then of course they waved themselves back down to that range. All right, now here's the turnaround. Here's the turnaround. Let's get to that. All right, so here's the move up. Now we got to get our six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's six. So they can go the distance of the trend. They dropped back before they did that, of course. So here's the market structure part. You can take out leg one, just don't take out leg two. And this is, of course, the first leg up. And there's the turn back around. Of course, they had the 6 bars down trying to trap you into that, but we can't do both. Remember that. We can't do both. Either we're going to take out one trend, or don't, take out that trend and then take out the other one. It can't do both. So now let's take a look at some of these signals on this side of it. Again, you got to put everything in context. We had the no close. They pushed up here, pushed back down, try to get close to that range. That didn't work. Hard stop on this bar right here. They tried to play the no close right here for quite a while, just quite a while before they gave you that next push. So if you're wondering what took place right over here with all that back and forth, uh, that's what you got. Now you can go in here and pick apart these signals over here. This is a no close, no closing. You can just go and take that apart. I don't want to take your time to do all of that, but they turned around and clearly they're going to give you another six back in this direction. And so we made the trend distance from this side. This pause right here, this kind of makes sense. You're moving up to the no close bar right here. Okay, that's the no close bar right there. You drop back. Of course, we got the no close here. Okay, the NCs are the no close. The levels are the hard stops. If you're not familiar with the content, there's the push up. Kind of, just like I say, the distance of a higher time frame off the bottom. There we go. We get up here. There's not 6 bars down, people. All right, so there's one. You got to go with the close. There's two. There's three, there's four, and then you only got your five, and then they turned around and ran up again. So that's the trend content coming into play. And so they're back at it. Of course, they turned around, still not a trend. Then they got in here and just started doing this. Now, again, no close level down here. Okay, they got past these two. That's fine. If you know that they knocked out this supposed pullback here, not quite a trend. Let's go with no close here. Just don't get past here. No close, turned around, started doing this. We had the no close here. They got beneath that. That's fine. You had no close down here. Let's see what you're going to do with that. They never made it even that far. Okay. And so then they wind up coming out of that because this is not a trend. They come out of that and then they pushed up. All right. So just to give you a chance to look at some of the signals. Now you can pick apart the R's. You can of course you can do that, on your own. You don't have to again, let me do it. You can do it yourself. RM here, that's them hitting that mid twice, stop right behind that bar. And of course, that should work. Even this right here with the NC, this high is not touching that mid. They don't suppose to close under that bar, but there's the hard stop. They didn't get past that one. They managed to turn back around. And so this is where they're at currently. So now Okay, this is where they're at. So you can utilize this information moving forward. And a possible pullback can still happen here, back down before they get to that target level. All right, it's possible for it to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to YouTube. Hopefully, you can, if you're trying to swing trade it, possibly, you want to try to pick it up from this area. Uh, I actually think that they'll come past this. To be quite honest with you, if they don't stay like adamant about this up, I'll give you that information here. They won't receive this on Twitter, and so you'll want to be a part of it and flip this zone. All right, this is the other piece to it. When you're coming into this zone, all right, now, well, this static level down at 55, 550. Let me see where we're at. 55, 55. So 655. Okay, we're going to use the two numbers right before the decimal here. Let's go. Where are you at? Where are you at? Okay, there we go. Right at the top. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. All right, so I did place it there correctly. All right, so 655. That's why it's no violation on support. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was right. 655, and we're going down to that 45. So you don't want them to come through that at all. And that's how I place the zones. That's the reason for that. Now, if they clear this, this is what I'll tell you. I knew it was something I was going to say. Do forgive me. I'm kind of all over the place just at this moment because I got some other stuff going on. 25 here to 15, right? And that's if you're going to play demand continually to the upside. 25 to 15, all right? And then you're going to come from 15, all right, at 715 down to that oh 05. Okay. So you don't want them past the oh 05. Now this is stuff that I didn't put online. I just put the resistance zone from 15 up to 25 and 25 up to that 35. And of course, one tick outside, they can keep going. They really can. No sooner they tick just one tick outside these zones, it's a chance they'll continue higher. It's just like the daily. All right. So that's the other part of it too. Um, I'll just grab this daily chart real quick. This the new contract rollover, but you get the gist. That was the zone on the old alert I had. The zone was kind of placed up here with the before the contract rollover. They had violated the zone, but they had closed outside of it. So they was going to go higher to the next zone. And so that's what you're looking at here. Once they use this for resistance, so we're going 15 to 25, 25 to 35, then you have to flip the zone upside down. You would come from 25 down to 15, and then from 15 down to oh 05 for the demand play. All right, so you'll always flip the zones upside down. I'm sure I made that aware in the the chart scale and static level range video. I'm sure I made you aware of that, but that's another way of playing it. And then of course you can use the 9.50, the 950. You can literally dial it down into the 1 minute chart, the 15-second chart, whatever time frame you're choosing. You can dial it down to those smaller fluctuations if you want, using those price levels. So there you have it. There's some information for you that's not online. Again, all the lines on the chart are the hard stop levels. So if you're not familiar with the no touch method, I suggest you really go and take a look at that. And again, try to come and follow me here on the Twitter network if you don't mind, if you have the time. Only if you have time. I don't want to pressure you guys in any kind of way to participate. I really appreciate all that you've done thus far. So if you have the time, come and join me. I'm going to be posting this alert right after this video, and so if you don't mind, come over there, and again, just let me know that you already are a follower on one of the other networks, and I appreciate you so much. And again, I thank you for taking the time to watch the video. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.